Okay. Alright. So I guess we can start. Start na tayo. Ano 'to? Okay, sige. So start tayo for our set number 11, okay, for HGE or GE Type 2, okay? Start tayo 1 to 15 ang order natin ngayon. Let's start with question number 1, that if the volume of voids is equal to the volume of solid, what is the porosity and void ratio equal to? Naklas. Kunin muna natin si void ratio. Ano ba ang void ratio? It is V sub V over V sub S. Pero anong sabi dun sa condition natin? Your condition is that yung dalawa, si volume of voids, si volume of solids are equal. Na kung halimbawa palitan natin yung V sub S mo as equal to V sub V, vis-a-vis over vis-a-vis, of course, you get this as equal to 1. Okay? Naklas, para makuha yung n natin, ako na lang, e over 1 plus e, that will be 1 over 1 plus 1, you get n, and n is equal to 0.5. Okay? Naklas, no? Ingat lang po dito. Ang tinatanong po is n and void ratio. So that should be 0.5 and equal to 1. And that is your answer for question number 1. Okay? Yan. So, yung iba nadali yata na pagbaliktad yung dalawa, no? But actually, sa board exam class, kwento ko lang. Yes po, this is a board exam question. And nung lumabas ito sa board exam, nung unang labas niya actually, 2 point siya. It is a 2-point question. Hiwalay tinanong si E, tapos tsaka palang tinanong si N. Hindi siya situational. Magkahiwalay siya. Parang ang pagkakakwento sa akin, let's say question number, let's say 22, no? Tinanong muna si N, no? Tapos after 5 questions daw, tsaka tinanong yung E of your side for the same condition. Okay? So, but anyway, if ever napagsamahin, okay? Ito kasi nakalagay sa CLF, no? Pag samahin, again, try to consider the, be careful not with the order, no? Ng pagkakatanong. Okay? Alright. Now, let's move on to question number 2. The dry and saturated unit weight of your soil is 15.42. That we need po to get 19 and 19.62. Gamma dry, gamma sat ang given. We need to determine unit weight of your soil when it is 30% saturated, no? Na class, last time pinag-usapan na natin, last set, pinag-usapan na natin paano kukunin ang GS at ang E mo, di ba? Using your 2 values of gamma, no? Gawin mo lang ulit yung ginawa nating solution last set, okay? Yan. Alright, nakuha mo yung GS and E natin. And of course, using GS and E, we can now solve for gamma moist of your soil. Then of course, your formula for gamma moist, yan nga po ay equal to GS plus SE over 1 plus E gamma of water. Given naman yung S natin, no? Makuha mo si GS, makuha mo si E, masolve mo yung question number 2 natin, okay? Pwede naman ganito yung gawin mong solution. Or, tandaan po, na kapag po given ka ng dalawang value ng gamma at given ka ng dalawang value of S mo, tinatanong ka ng gamma or tinatanong ka ng S, pangatlong value ng gamma, pangatlong value ng S. And remember that for this type of question, we can actually use mode 3-2. Okay? Na mode 3-2 ka lang, lagay mo kahit saan yung dalawa. Pwede mo ilagay si gamma sa X, lagay si gamma sa Y, lagay mo sa SC sa X, sa SCY. It doesn't matter, no? Halimbawa kung S ang ilagay natin sa X, that would be dry and saturated, 0 and 100. Ang Y natin, siya naman po ay 15.42, gamma dry, gamma sat is 19.62. Press CA. After pressing CA, lagay lang po 30, gamma nilagay mo sa Y, so that should be 30 of Y hat, okay? You get gamma moist, and that is 16.68, answer for question 2, okay? Then for question 3, you have a soil sample, moisture content of 30, degree of saturation, 45, the solids has a specific gravity of 2.61. Now, we need to determine unit weight of your soil. Na ano ba ang gamma dry of your soil? Of course, that is GS over 1 plus E, gamma of water. Na meron kang GS. Ang problema, wala kang E. Pero tignan, instead of E, you were also given, aside from GS, si omega, CS, which knowing these 3, ano ba yung way natin to solve E? So you can use your formula na SE equal to omega GS. Tama? Na ang E dyan would be omega GS over S, 0.3, multiply 2.61 over S na 0.45, E is 1.74. Then that would be 2.61, divide po 1 plus E, 1 plus 0.74, gamma of water, let's say 9.81, since kilonewton per cubic meter, you get gamma dry, and that is 9.344 kilonewton. Answer for question number 3. Okay? Copy naman for number 3. Sir, pa-void po ng alin? When kaya malalagay names? Marami pa tayong set, no? Marami pang chance na malagay yung name mo dyan, no? Okay? At pinaka-importante, yung name mo dun sa dulo, yun talaga yung listahan. Sa November, yun yung labanan, di ba? Yan. Okay? So ito, practice lang to ng paghanap mo ng pangalan dyan, di ba? Okay po. Alright. Pwede pala caltech sa 2, haba ng solution ko. Class, yes po, pwedeng i-caltech yung 2, no? But if ginawa mo yung normal solution natin, wala kang talo dyan, no? Since ang normal solution, walang palya, no? Medyo mahaba lang, yes, but yeah. Okay? Alright. Move on tayo. Question number 4, 5, 6. Situation 1 tayo. That we have a confined aquifer, has hydraulic conductivity of 40 meter per day, porosity of 0.25, that the piezometric surface and 2 observation well are at elevation of 65 meter and elevation of 60 meter respectively from a common D2. Okay? that the first and second observation well are 3.65 and 5 kilometer from the source of recharge respectively. Na class, halimbawa, ito yung water surface natin. Ito yung body of water natin. O dito daw nanggagaling yung tubig flowing through your confined aquifer. Na? The aquifer has average thickness of 25 and average width of 4 kilometer. Na? That for number 4, ano daw po flow rate of water through your aquifer? No? Na class, no? For this problem, class, hindi po ito pumping test, ha? Wala pong nakalagay na nag-pumping test tayo, no? Simply, you have a aquifer, you have a layer of soil, and the flow happening through your soil, makukuha natin yan as simply Ki times A. Okay? Ayan lang po yung formula natin, no? Na class, meron tayong K, meron tayong area, kayang-kayang kunin yung area. Ang tanong na lang is, ano po yung I? No, which yung I mo is your slope of your hydraulic gradient, hydraulic grade line, no? From one point of the soil to the next. Which yung dalawang point na yon is yung dalawang point kung saan naglagay ka ng observation wells. Okay? That's from point 1 to point 2 of your figure. Ano po yung naging slope ng HGL natin? That is your value of the I, which of course is H over L, no? Ayan po, IH. Difference in head lang sa dalawang observation well, 65 minus 60 all over L, which yung L distance from 1 to 2. Which class, no? Difference yan ni 5 and 3.65. Ang kaso, naka-kilometer to. Meter yung elevation natin. So either convert meter to kilometer or kilometer to meter. In this case, convert natin yung kilometer to meter. So that would be 5,000 minus 3,650. So same unit dapat yan ang numerator and denominator mo. Unitless nga po dapat pag I. Okay? So dapat magka-cancel out, no? Yung units pag I ang pinag-uusapan. Okay? Let's get I equal to 0.0037 and therefore get Q as K, 40, I 0.0037 multiply area. Na ito yung area na sinasabi, oh. Thickness is 25. Width, yan po yung perpendicular distance. Oh, yung papasok ng figure mo yan. 4 kilometer. You get Q. And Q is 14,814.8 cubic meter per day. Answer for number 4. Okay? Now, for number 15, we need interstitial velocity of flow. Which, VS, ano po VS natin? V over N. Or, wala pang V, ano po V? Ki. That would be Ki over N. That is K of 40. I of 0.0037. Divide po by N. Given po ang N natin, 0.25. You get V sub S. And that is 0.593 meter per day. Answer for question 5. And last question, number 6. Ano daw time of travel? Head of aquifer to a point 4 kilometer downstream. No? Na class. No? Velocity, distance over time yan, di ba? So, ang time of travel ng water mo, we can say is distance over velocity. What velocity? Seepage velocity. Okay? Yan. Na yung distance, given, 4 kilometer, in meter, 4,000, divide po by V sub S, 0.593, you get time, and that is 6,750 days. Answer for question 6. Okay? Sige po, copy 4, 4, 5, and 6. Right pa? Yung last time, sir, pwede rin i-Caltech. Doon kasi hinahanap yung GSME, no? So, wala tayong Caltech doon, no? Ayan. Pero kung Gamma at S ulit yung hinahanap, pwede Caltech. Okay? Shit, sayang number 3. Di ko napansin, dry pala, hindi moist. Diba? Sayang. Okay? Sir, bakit hindi po yung 2 pi KT? Again, yan po ay pumping test. Okay? Yan, pumping test po yan. Hindi po pumping test yung situation 1 natin. Okay? Sir, sa hydraulic gradient sa number 4, hindi po ba nag-add tayo ng units pag nagdi-divide? Hindi ba tayo nag-add ng units pag nagdi-divide? What do you mean? Sir, sa number 4, pwede po ba yung formula na K equals Q? No, again, hindi po. Hindi nga po kasi pumping test ito. That is for pumping test sa confined aquifer. Okay? But this is not a pumping test. Seepage velocity po ba other name sa number 5, sir? Yes po, pero it is seepage. Okay? Double E. Okay? Wala na po ba sasagutan ng refresher set today? Sunday na po yung susunod? Yes, I think so, no? Sir, okay lang po ba score sa HGE na 15 to 21? Hindi pa ma-perfect, sir? Okay lang yan since class, again, initial pa lang ito. Kaya nga natin inaaral yung sets mo para pagdating sa exam, matama mo na, no? Yan. So, supposedly, kung 15 ang nai-score mo dito, tataas yan sa exam, di ba? Kung ano mang percentage yan, let's say 70% ka ngayon, dapat sa pag-aaral natin ng sets mo, pagkatapos mo discussion solution, angat yan, syempre. Okay? Sir, kailan po ginagamit ang V at Vs? Again, depende kung ano tinatanong. When we say interstitial velocity, seepage velocity yan. Okay? Sir, paano po malalaman kung pumping test or not? Sasabihin naman kung pumping test, no? Okay? Wala namang pumping na binanggit, no? Nasa salita. Ano pong other term sa porosity? Usually, porosity lang ang tawag. Okay? Okay po? So again ha, interstitial velocity, okay, is Vs. Alright? Now, ingat lang po sa tanong na 'to, situation 1. Usually 'pag nakita mo 'to sa libro ni G, 'no, eh, kasama agad yung figure, 'no? Sinasama niya agad yung figure sa, sa problem, 'no? But actually there were times in the board exam, 'no, may nangyari na in the board exam na hindi kasama si figure. Actually 'pag binasa mo naman kasi yung problem, eh, mai-imagine mo rin yung figure, 'no? So try to familiarize yung sarili ha, in case hindi ulit mabigay yung figure in the board exam. Okay? Yan, okay? Yan po. Alright, let's move on. Next situation tayo, situation number 2 tayo. Okay? That's for situation 2, according to Westergaard theory, vertical stress at point below the surface of a semi-infinite homogeneous isotropic soil mass due to point node A applied at the ground surface. Yan daw ay given by P 0.318 of Qn over Z squared, wherein N is 1 over 1 plus twice of R over Z squared quantity raised to 1.5. That we need to evaluate strengths, yan yung P natin, in kPa at point below the ground if Q is equal to 1,500 kilonewton. Okay? If number 7, point is 3 meters directly below the point of application of the load. No? Na class, given lang po ang formula, gagamitin lang natin yung formula. No? Yan, for our situation. Pero ito ha, class, dalawang beses na po, magkasunod in the board exam nangyayari, April of this year and November last year, lumabas parehas itong Westergaard theory mo, and sadly, hindi po naisama ni Estaniero yung formula, no? Actually, ito ang hindi niya nasama, no? Yung N, I think naisama niya, naibigay niya, no? Pero wala yung P. Okay? So please, this time pakikabisado na po, no? Yung ating formula for Westergaard. Since dalawang ulit na nga, eh nakakalimutan palagi ni Estaniero, no? Dati binibigay niya palagi yan, no? Given supposedly siya sa problem, pero nagkataon dalawang ulit na eh hindi niya po naibigay. Okay? Last exam and last November. Okay? So kabisaduhin na po, no? But in this case, gamitin lang natin. Okay? Na-start tayo by N. Ano ba yung R and Z? Sabi, ang R is the horizontal distance, tama? Yung ating Z is the vertical distance, diba? Which, yung horizontal, yung vertical distance, given. Yan po yung 3, okay? Yan. So this is your value of Z, tama? Ay, nasa naman yung H natin. Anong sabi sa problem? Directly below, di ba? Kung directly below, ibig sabihin lang, ano po ang R? 0, no? Nakatapat mismo dun sa load, yung point natin. Naintindihan? Yung point mo, ito yung load. Okay? So in that case, assume lang po R as 0. That would be 1 over 1 plus twice of 0 over Z na 3, squared quantity raised to 1.5. Calculating, you get N as 1. Actually, N po ay 1. Pansin po sa formula na lagi actually yan 1 as long as R is 0. Pero matandaan kung gusto, para mabilis ka, di ba? Kung R is 1, eh, ibig sabihin yan. Or R is 0, N is 1. Na P would therefore be 0.318. Q of 1,500, N 1, okay? Yan. Namali akong pindot. N of 1 over Z squared, Z na 3, okay? Yan. Get P, and P is 53 kilo Pascal. Answer for question number 7, okay? That for number 8, sabi point is 6 meters below the load of the application, okay? So nagbago yung Z, pero R pa rin is 0. So sabihin, N pa rin ay 1, okay? Yan. Na P would be 0.318. Q, 1,500, N 1 over Z squared, Z6, get P equal to 13.25 kilopascal. Answer for question number 8, okay? And sa last question, number 9, point now is 6 meters below the load by 3 meters horizontally from point of application ng load. Na this time, given ka ng Z, given ka ng R. Gamitin mo lang, substitute lang po, no? That would be 1 over 1 plus twice of R over Z, 3 over 6 squared, quantity raised to 1.5, N is 0.544. That P would be 0.318, Q na 1,500, and 0.544 over Z squared, 6 squared, 7.28 kilopascal. Answer for question 9. Okay? So again, pakikabisado na to, no? Na also remember class, minsan, nagkaroon din ng isang instance naman, na yung 2 na ito at 1.5, hindi na superscript, no? Na mukha siyang 2 times 2, 2, tapos may 2 pa dito sa dulo. Ito naman nagmukhang multiplied by 1.5, no? Yan. So try to familiarize yourself, no? Para pag nakita mo, parang ano tong 2 sa dulo? Exponent yata to, no? Ganun din yung 1.5. Pag may nakita ka 1.5 sa dulo, okay, this is an exponent, okay? Yan. Since yes, nangyari na yan sa board exam also, okay? Sir, ano po yung may aquifer na topic, no? That is set 3 flow water through soil, okay? Sasabihin po ba pumping test or kami po magde-determine? Sasabihin dapat yan, no? Okay? Baliktad ba? Situation. Sige. Baliktad pala. Situation 3 ito. Sorry. Okay? Anyway, okay lang. Sige, hayaan nyo na akong baliktad, no? Yan. So this is situation 3. Situation 2 pala is your, what do you call this? Yung, ano, okay lang. Sige, hayaan nyo na. Hayaan nyo na yung numbering. Yung problem naman ang importante, no? Okay. So baliktad nga, no? Sige, hayaan nyo na po kung baliktad. Possible po ba ma-open yung previous sets tuwing weekends? Class, you already have the copy of the handout, no? Yan. So, no need na to submit sa MyRI, no? If ever magre-re-answer kayo, no? Yan. Okay? Sa tingin mo kaya, sir, anong reason ba nakakalimutan ni Estrellero? Maraming reason eh, no? Maraming reason. Okay? Sige, yan yun na yung situation. Okay? Sir, sa hydroid gradient na H over L, yung H doon is head. Actually, yung H doon is difference in head sa dalawang point. Okay? Yan. Difference in head siya. So, this is 10, 11, 12. Ilagay ko na lang dito. I-correct ko na lang. Yan. That this is situation 3. And this is 10, 11, 12. Okay? So, this is 10, 11, and 12. Napagbaliktad ko pala siya sa PowerPoint. Okay? Kapag hindi po given si Bossiness po ang gagamitin, sasabihin yan, class, no? If Bossiness, if Westergaard, or if elastic theory ang gamit. Okay? So, dapat isabihin sa problem. Okay? Sir, i-message ko na lang po si Dr. Estaneri kung siya na-given. Sige, pwede naman. April 2023 po yun, hindi naka-raise. Yun yata, April 2023. Tama. April 2023, hindi na-raise to 2 tsaka 1.5. Noong November 2023, nakalimutan na yung formula, pati nung April last year. April this year, no? Yan. Sir, may fixed formula po ba si Bossiness and si Westergaard? Ito po yung sa Westergaard, no? Yan. Yung sa Bossiness, yung binigay ng review. Okay? So sa pumping test, if hindi sinabi confined or unconfined, ano po gagamitin? Unconfined. Okay, but it also depends on the given, no? So try to study the given also. Alright. Alright, move on tayo. Situation 2 naman. Ay, so sorry, may typo tayo. Napagbaliktad ko sa PowerPoint natin. Situation 2 pala ito. That you have a 3-layer of soil has the following properties. Top to bottom. Ito yan. No? Na you have your distance ay of 4, 3, and 6. Ay, yan po. Ang K natin is 2, 3.2, and 4.1. Ay, times 10 raised to negative 4, times 10 raised to negative 2, and times 10 raised to negative 5 cm per second. That for number 10, obtain tayo equivalent horizontal coefficient of permeability in cm per second. Na? Kailangan lang natin ng value ng K equivalent assuming horizontal ang flow. E tignan, ano ba yung direction ng lupa natin dito? It is also horizontal. No? Horizontal parehas parallel. Kapag nga parallel, ito formula natin. HK equal to summation HK. Okay? Nakunin lang po H total, 4 plus 3 plus 6. Yan po ay 13. That's 13 times K equivalent. Yan po ay equal to summation of HK. First layer tayo, 4 multiply 2 times 10 raised to negative 4. Second layer, 3 multiply 3.2 times 10 raised to negative 2. And last layer na 6 multiply 4.1 times 10 raised to negative 5. Then you get po K equivalent equal to 0.00747 cm per second. Answer for question number 7. Correct natin. Number 7 po ito. Okay? Yan. Now for number 8, ito number 8 naman to, calculate daw natin ang transmissivity, no, of your layer in square meter per day. No? Na class, alam natin yung formula mo, it is just K multiplied by T. Pero sir, anong K? Parallel ba? Perpendicular ba? Tandaan class, no, na pag po transmissivity ang pinag-uusapan, by definition, ano ba ang transmissivity? When we say transmissivity, no, it is class, the flow of water happening sa soil per meter, no? Na kung kukuha tayo ng per 1 meter strip doon sa soil natin, halimbawa ito yung 1 meter strip na to, ano daw po ang flow of water happening sa area na ito, no? Sa area na yan. Okay? Which, tignan, ano bang direction ng flow dyan? Hindi ba? Ang direction ng flow is in the horizontal. So tandaan po, no? Always K horizontal, or in this case, always K perpendicular ang K. Okay? Which K perpendicular is 0.0047. Kasi ito naka-cm per second, no? So to convert cm per second, to meter per second, okay, divide tayo by 100. Okay? Multiply lang po, thickness. Total thickness is 13. You get transmissivity, and that is 0.00097 square meter per second. That converting this to per day, 1 day, ilang hours ba muna? Okay? Ilang seconds in 1 hour? In 1 hour, you have 3,600 seconds. 1 day, 24 hours. Cancel out. Cancel out natin. Seconds. Okay? Cancel out natin si hours. You get your unit as meter square per day. 83.848 square meter per day. Answer for question number 8. Okay pa? Same lang ba ang Q allowable and P allowable? Yes. 4 piles. Okay? So naka-force na kasi pag piles ang pinag-uusapan. Okay? Sir, ibibigay din ba sa amin answer key ng pre-board 2? Bibigay sa inyo solution actually. No? Yan. Sir, paano po kapag naubusan ng time sa may RI? Noted po ba yun sa attendance? Yes. Since magkakaroon ka pa na naman ng score dyan, no? Di po? Sir, sa pumping test, ano po yung H? Height ng water or difference in head sa dalawang point pa rin. Ang H natin doon, no, is height ng water sa well. Okay? Yan. So, head of water siya sa well. Okay? So, anyway, magkakaroon naman tayo dyan ng problem, no, for the refresher. So, meron din tayo for pumping test. Okay? Tabangan na lang din po. Pag po ganyan ang typo sa exam po, bonus na po. What typo? Nung lumabas siya, sir, may situation, bossiness, anong nakalimutan, ang ginamit. Class CS Anero, very seldom nagsosolve ng other choices, no? Usually, yung tamang sagot lang ang nasa choices, okay? Ano po formula ng elastic and ng bossiness? Yung bossiness nasa review, yung elastic, i-discuss sa inyo ni Sir Kylo din, okay? Ano po yung tatlong theory bukod kay Westergaard? Again, it is bossiness, Westergaard, and elastic, okay? Yan. And again, nasa review si bossiness, kay Sir Kylo naman yung elastic, okay po? Yung T sa confined is thickness, yes po. Sir, bakit hindi ka convert ng meter per second yung cm per second? Class, tignan mo, oh. Tingin mo, ha. May magic to, tingin mo. Ano ba yung H na malaki? Ano ba si 13? This is class, it is in meter, di ba? Minultiply mo by K, di ba? That is equal to, anong unit ng H? Meter. Ano po yung unit ng K? Ang K mo, cm per second, di ba? Ano mangyari sa meter na to? Cancel out, di ba? Anong unit ng K? It is cm per second. So, no need po to convert. Okay? No need na to convert, ha? Okay po? Sir, di pa rin po gumagana yung MyRI ko. Wait nyo lang po, mag-update yata si Sir Vertera ng MyRI, okay, on the weekend na yata. Na? Yan. Okay? So, ayan. Kasi currently, pa isa-isa yung pagdagdag sa teams natin. So, hinihintay niyang matapos i-add lahat. Okay? Yan. So, pahintay na lang po. Sir, yung transmissivity for K is parallel? Yes. Usually, it is horizontal. No? Okay. Now, let's move on to, again, citation 2 pa rin ito. Citation 2. This is question number 9 pala. No? Na-estimate natin rate of flow in the vertical direction per square meter of your layer. In liters per day if hydraulic reagent is 0.5. Okay? Na class, kailangan natin ng anong value? Kailangan natin ng Q. Q is of course KIA, pero ano na yung K mo? This time it is K vertical, or kita naman po, vertical, horizontal lang soil, K perpendicular dapat. Okay? Na HK is equal supposedly to HK. Okay? Na ang H, 13 over K equivalent, that is equal to first layer, 4 over 2 times 10 raised to negative 4. Second layer, 3 over 3.2 times 10 raised to negative 2. Last layer yan po ay 6 over 4.1 times 10 raised to negative 5. No? Which will give you K equivalent equal to 7.811 times 10 raised to negative 5 cm per second. Okay? Which, class, itong K equivalent na to, gamitin natin to solve. KIA tayo. Na ang K, again, 7.11, 10 raised to negative 5. To get your answer in meter, divide po by 100. Ang I binigay lang, 0.5, multiply area. Na class, anong nakalagay? Ano pong sinabi? Ang kailangan natin is rate of flow. Yan po ay Q. Q nga po ang hinahanap natin. Pero anong sabi? It is per square meter. Ibig sabihin, you assume area as 1. Okay? Right? Nagigat po Q equal to 3.905, 10 raised to negative 7 cubic meter per second, which converting this to liters per day, 1 cubic meter, 1,000 liter. Again, 1 hour, 3,600 seconds. 1 day, 24 hours. Cancel out your units. Cancel out cubic meter. Cancel out hours and seconds. You get your answer in liters per day, and that is 33.743 liters per day. Answer for question number 9. Okay? Sige, copy po. Para sa citation 2 naman natin. Okay? Sir, labasin din ba? Anong lumalabas? Mas madalas lumabas, bossiness or Westergaard? Papalit-palit yung tatlo. Minsan elastic, Westergaard, minsan bossiness. Okay? So number 9, paano po pag hindi sinabi per square meter? Yung 13 po ba na thickness ang gagamitin? Hindi, no? Class, Ang 13, remember, ito yung soil mo, di ba? Ito yung soil natin, di ba? Ito yung soil mo, no? Yung 13, ito yan, no? Di ba? Ito yung 13 class, oh. Your 13 is this dimension, no? Ang kailangan natin pababa, no? It is in the vertical direction. So ito dapat yung area mo, no? Yan. About this area. Plus ang 13 hindi siya perpendicular. 13 is not perpendicular to the direction of the flow, no? So hindi po pwede gamitin si 13. Okay? So if ever hindi given ang vertical, actually maganda, you assume 1 na yung area, no? Ito rin ang ina-assume mo, no? Pagka po vertical ang pinag-uusapan. Kung horizontal, sa horizontal tama lang. Dito you assume 1 meter strip. 1 meter strip. Okay? So, tama yun. Dito, assume ka ng 1 meter. Pag horizontal. Yes, sir. Sige, sir. Kaya po ba yan ng 4 minutes? Class, kayang-kaya ito ng 4 minutes, no? Napakabilis nito. And this is three problems, di ba? Sa situation na ito. So, you have 12 minutes for this problem. Kayang-kaya. Diretso nga lang to sa calculator, no? Yan. Okay, napakabilis ito, class. Yung situation 2 natin. Okay? Sir, pwede po pa-refresh ng formula sa elastic. Again, pakiabangan na lang sa set ni Sir kayo. No? Sorry, hindi ko siya kabisado. No? Sir, sa paghanap ng K-equivalent, bakit hindi po kino-convert sa meter per second? Again, nasagot na yung tanong na to, nagka-cancel out lang po yung meters. No need to convert. Okay? Yan. Yung meter mo sa H, di ba? This is in meter. Okay? This is in meter also. Yung meters na yan, again, cancel out lang po. Okay? Yan. Since meter ka, left and right. Okay? So, ang natitira yung unit ng K mo. Our area is always perpendicular to flow? Yes. Okay? Sir, yung situation 1 and 2, past board exam question. Actually, situation 1, 2, and 3, even actually situation 4 are past board exam questions. Okay? Yan. Okay pa? All right, let's go to the last situation, number 4, that we have a pile group. In clay soil consists of 9 piles, arranged in 3x3 formation. Okay, that each pile is 300 millimeter in diameter, 15 meters long, space 900 millimeters on centers. That we are to assume cohesion of the soil is 75 kilopascal, NC is 9, alpha is 0.8, and we are to use factor of safety, Fs equal to 3. So ito yung figure natin, no? Okay, na dapat magawa mo. Okay, yan. So ito lahat ng given. Okay, now for 13, we need to determine allowable load of the pile group considering individual action. Again, pag individual action, kuha lang ng Q-tip and Q-friction ng 1 pile multiplied by the total number of piles. Now for Q-tip, pag clay, ano po ulit formula mo? CNC, area ng tip, okay? Diba? Yan yung formula natin. Which ang CE given, 75. NC given also, 9. Area ng tip, diameter given, 0.3. So that will be pi over 4, 0.3 squared. Okay? That you get Q-tip for 1 pile. To get for the total, lahat yan, kanya-kanyang Q-tip multiplied by 9. That you get that as 429.416. No? Na para naman sa Q-friction, ano naman ang formula? Cu, P alpha of L. Na ang CE, again, 75. Perimeter, pi d lang po, pi times 0.3, alpha is 0.8, length of pile is 15. Again, 1 pile pa lang to, isang Q-friction pa lang to, multiply 9, you get that as 7,634.07 kilonewton. Okay? Now last, take the sum. Q-tip plus Q-friction, QU as 8,063.486. Yung iba na-excite, tumingin sa choices. Nakita sa choices, binilugan, no? So, bago mo bilugan, basahin muna ano po kailangan allowable. Na kung allowable, that should be QU over Fs. 8,063.486 divide Fs na 3, you get Q allowable equal to 2,687.829. Answer for question number 13. Okay? Sir, PSAT na next week. I'm not sure, no, but I think so. Yes, no? Currently kasi, yung MEC nyo, di ba, si Sir Angel ninyo, nasa Baguio, no? Si Sir Benji ninyo, nasa Cebu, di ba? Okay, and si Sir, kasama pala ni Sir Angel nyo, si Sir Ferry ninyo, nasa Baguio din, di ba? Sa Davao naman, it is Sir Benji, it is Andre, no? So, currently lahat ng PSAT nasa branches, no? Yan. But I guess next week, they will be here in Manila and mapagturo sa inyo, no? So, expect nyo next week, I think panay PSAT naman kayo, no? Yan. Okay po? Sir, ano pong set ang po set sa Geo yung lumalabas in the board exam? Class, pakikinggan na lang po yung mga pag-uusapan natin during the refresher. Okay? Yan. Okay? So minimension ko naman, 'di ba? If alin yung madalas na malabas in the board exam, alin in fact yung lumabas na in the board exam and so on. Okay? Yan, because if sasagutin ko man 'to, alam ko ulit-ulitin niyo rin tatanungin 'yan, no? For every set, lagi niyo na lang itatanong 'yan, ano bang laging lumalabas, ganyan. So pakinggan na lang po sa mga sets natin. Okay? Ganun din for hydraulics. Actually, for hydraulics, I'm not the best person to ask. Of course, the best person to ask is Sir Jerwin, no? So patanong na lang po kay Sir Jerwin for hydro. Okay? Sa ATIP, di na po nag-multiply ng 15 sa L. No, wala namang L sa formula. Sir, bakit pi d yung perimeter? Perimeter yan ng isang pile. Ito, circumference. Di ba? Circumference ng pile. Notation 4 is set 9. Okay. Sir, saan nyo po galing yung 0.3 pi sa Q friction? 0.3 pi. 0.3 pi. Pi d. Pi times diameter. This is pi d. Kung ayaw mong pi d, pwede naman 2 pi r ka. Diba? Pares lang yan. Sir, sana kayo nag-tour ng face-to-face Baguio ng Gio. Actually, slides ko naman ang gamit doon, no? Sa Baguio, no? Nung pinalitan ako ni Cassie at ni Visoria, PowerPoint ko pa rin naman ang gamit. Okay? Sir, kung sand, paano po makuha critical depth? It is 10 and 20 the size of your file, no? Okay, move on tayo. Question 14, determine allowable load, di ba? Of the file group considering group action, okay? Na kung group action, again, itong buong portion ng file na to ang mag-fail, okay? So, isang Q-tip lang tayo, isang Q-friction lang tayo. Na para makuha yan, ito ang area na i-consider natin. So, ikukulong lang natin yan. And ano po yung B para po sa area na to? Para makuha, that would be twice of S, twice of 0.9, D over 2 sa kanan, D over 2 sa kabila, twice of D over 2, twice of 0.3 over 2. You get B as 2.1 meter, no? And therefore, Q-tip, as C, 75, NC 9, area, B squared lang, 2.1 squared, that is 2976.75. Okay? Na ang Q friction, CUP alpha L tayo, considering this whole area, okay? Na yan po ay 75. Perimeter, 4S po tayo, or 4 times B. B, apat na B, apat na 2.1, alpha is 0.8, L is 15, Q friction is 7560 kilonewton. Add lang po, Q-tip Q friction, that is 10,536.75. And to get Q allowable, divide by Fs. So allowable na naman kasi ang tinanong. So pag-divide po by Fs of 3, allowable equal to 3512.25 kilonewton. Answer for question number 14. Okay? Yan. Sir, ano po kayang subject ang unang sasaluhin ng formula? CHGE, PSAD, or MSTE? Sabay basically. Kasi lahat naman yan ay lalabas in the board exam. Okay? Actually, class dapat, nung review pa lang, nagsimula na kayo magkabisado. But anyway, it's not too late. Pwede naman magkabisado na kayo ngayon. Simulan mo na, no, yung pagkakabisado. Okay po? Sir, if ever QU po ang ibigay, divide lang po by 2. Yes po, very good. Sir, saan po kasing formula yung PAC-mu? Ito din po yun, no? Ayan, ito din yan. PAC-mu, sorry. PAC-mu is sand. Para sa sand yun, di ba? Yung sa sand, yung yun, no? Q-friction sa sand yan. Okay? Di ba? Yung Q-friction mo doon is PAC-mu, wherein mu is tangent of phi. Okay? Tangent of alpha rather. Okay? Sir, sana po kayo ang nagturo sa RI Zamboanga, ano? Okay, sige. Sir, possible po ba lumabas yung ibang method, beta method and lambda method? Alpha method ang lumalabas sa board exam. Okay? Sir, pakilagyan po ng annotation yung sa B para po sa, sige, para daw masama sa screenshot, lagay natin. Yan, medyo demanding ang kuya mo, pero sige. Lagyan natin dito, D over 2. Again, lagyan natin dito, si D over 2. Okay? Yan. Alright? Oh, sorry. Yan. Sir, hindi dinivide sa 2 since C na ang binigay. You divide by 2, kailan? Kapag po QU ang binigay. Since C is QU over 2. Ito yung sinasabi mo, no? Yan. Okay? Kadalasan ba hinahanap yung efficiency ng file group sa board exam? Actually, ito class, no? Isa niya rin hindi siya nagtatanong, no? Ng ganitong question, no? Number 14, 13, yes. But efficiency so far, wala pa naman. Okay? Sir, padahan-dahan po nung pag-explain ng B sa number 14. Ito lang po, 0.9, 0.9, twice of 0.9. Ito naman, D over 2, D over 2, twice of D over 2. Okay? Ayan yan. Okay po? Ikaw ang paborito ang decisional. Okay, last. Number 15, determine tayo minimum spacing of files to achieve 100% efficiency. Ng efficiency ng file group po, remember, yan po ay ratio ng dalawang Q mo. Okay? Pwedeng QU, pwede rin Q allowable. No? So actually, kahit ano yan, no? As long as Q, take the ratio of Q, that is your efficiency. Usually, class, actually, ano yan dapat eh. It is the Q smaller over the Q bigger. Okay? Yan. So pwedeng magpalit to ha. Kumbaga, these two are interchangeable. Okay? Sa formula mo. Depende kung sino mas malaki. Okay? Now, in this case, ang kailangan natin is 100% efficiency. No? Kung 100% efficient yan, ibig sabihin, no, yung ratio ng dalawa is 100, 1, or masabi natin, ano po yung dalawa? They are equal. Yan yung condition. Pag 100% efficiency, simply means class, okay, tandaan, 100% efficiency equal yung dalawa. Okay, si Q yung individual, Q yung ng group. Which yung individual, remember, independent to sa spacing. Kahit ano pang spacing ng file mo, same at same ang solution. Kuha ng QU ng isang file, multiply mo sa number of files. Kahit bagu-baguhin mo yung spacing, eto palagi yung value ng Q individual, 8063.486. Pero itong QU ng group, pag iba na yung spacing, iba na yung value. So for unknown spacing ng S, kunin natin yung QU ng group mo, kunin natin Q2, Q-tip, Q-flexion ng panibagong section natin. Naintindihan, no? With S as unknown. No? Nakuha tayo panibagong B, no? Now, of course, B here would be equal to what? No? Sige po, lagay lang natin yung area later, yung B natin. No? Then that would be C, 75. And C9, ano na area mo ngayon? Ang B mo, equal saan? Ito pa rin yan kanina, di ba? It is still equal to twice of S, di ba? Okay? Plus twice of D over 2. Di ba? Yan pa rin yan. Pwede mo isulat diretso dito, pero dadami yung unknown sa atin. Instead, B lang muna ang itawag natin sa kanya. Tawagin lang B squared. Then you get that as 675 B squared. Yung Q friction, yan naman po, ayan o, CU, 75. Perimeter, 4 times B. Alpha is 0.8, length is 15. That is 3,600 of B. That, take the sum, 675 B squared plus 3,600 B. Yan po ay equal dapat kay Q individual. No? Yan. Okay po? QU group should equal to Q individual, 8,063.486. Ito yung value natin kanina. No? Now last, kita naman, you have one equation, one unknown, you can solve B. No? Okay? That's solving B, that is 1.699. So ano nga ba ulit ang B? Your B is twice of S, twice of S, plus twice of D over 2, twice of 0.3 over 2. Na equation, one equation ka na naman, with only one unknown, you get S, and S is 0.7 meter, or S is 700 in millimeter. Answer for question number 15. Okay? Sige, copy. Number 15. Alright. Natawa dito. Sir, baka may procedure po kayo sa Sandcone test method. Nakakalito po kasi. Sana po pa-send po sa group study, sir. Okay? Class, yung dinisesa natin ang Sandcone method ng review, di ba? Okay? So, ano yung solution na binigay ko ng review? Eh, yun naman kadalasan. Actually, procedural pagka Sandcone method. Okay? Sir, okay lang po bang naka-open notes akong makapagsagot ng refresher sets kapag hindi ko alam ang gagawin? Hindi ko na po kasi kabisado. Class, answer your refresher sets honestly. Okay? Huwag ka munang magtitingin ng formula, no? So talagang hindi mo siya tingnan, submit mo as is, no? Yan. Kasi wala ka namang formula sa board exam, no? You answer it kung anong gagawin mo sa board exam. Sa board exam, wala ka namang notes, diba? Wala ka namang notes, wala kang index cards, wala kang formula cards, okay? So answer mo honestly, okay? And then, after, pwede naman tingin ka formula, di ba? Saka na lang, no? But try to answer muna ng as is, okay? Okay? QU, ultimate. Ultimate yan. Usually po square or circular lang ang files, okay? Sir, paano po pag hindi 100% efficiency, no? O, edi 0.7, 70%, edi 0.7 ng 8,063, di ba? . Sir, saan galing si 1.699? Again, sinolve lang yung equation na to. Okay? Sorry, I'm hungry. Okay, sige. Doon na tayo sa ano pong meaning ng negative skin friction? Pag-usapan natin. Okay? Anyway. Okay. Let's go to our objective type question, 16. If the groundwater table in soil formation rises as a result of flooding, bearing capacity A increases, B is unaffected, C decreases, or D depends on footing load. And the answer is letter C, it decreases. 17. One of the following foundation condition does not affect bearing capacity, B supporting soil, A unit weight, B depth of footing, C load imposed onto the soil, D position on groundwater table. The answer is letter C, load imposed to the soil. Take note, 16 and 17, both are board exam questions. Okay? So natanong na yan, no? In the exam. Okay? Na para masagot ito, tip, for your objective type questions, kahit pa objective type yan, minsan ginagamitan ng formula yan, no? Na formula, bearing capacity, syempre si Terzaghi, di ba? Ayan yung formula natin. Okay? Yan. K gamma o gamma B and gamma. Okay? Yan. Na class, tignan po, what will happen pag tinaas natin si water table? Ito yung foundation mo. Pag inangat mo yung water table, okay, from let's say initial position to this position here, what happens to gamma? 'Di ba? Yung gamma mo goes from being moist, 'di ba? Moist, or let's say even saturated. It goes from gamma moist to or gamma sat, it becomes gamma buoyant, 'di ba? Which, alam natin, mas maliit siya. It will decrease in value. Na kung mag-decrease yan, di-decrease din si Q, di ba? Mag-decrease din si gamma B, and therefore mag-decrease din si QU. So, it decreases. Okay? Para naman dito sa 17, ano daw yung hindi nakaka-apekto? Para malaman mo kung sino ang ma-apekto, tingnan mo sino ba yung nandyan sa formula. Tanong, may unit weight ba tayo sa formula? Meron, di ba? It affects. May depth of founding ba tayo sa formula? Nasaan yan? Nakay Q, di ba? Yan ay gamma depth. May depth. May position ba? Will it affect the position of water table? Will it affect? Yes, since again, depende sa position ng water table, nagbabago yung gamma natin. So, ang wala lang is load imposed on to the soil. And that is your answer for question number 17. Okay? Yan. So, actually, ito na, kung natama mo naman sa my RI, actually, you know the correct answers na. So, medyo boring yung objective type questions natin, no? Yan. Para masaya, di ba? Singitan natin ng chismis, no? Blind item tayo, no? Na sino itong instructor na tumaga ang labi, di ba? Nung after mag-overnight sa Tagaytay, no? So, clue, di ba? Oh, magang-maga yung labi, oh. Okay? Blind item natin to, okay? For today. Okay? Sino kaya yung instructor na ito, no? Okay? Yan, sige. Okay? But anyway, move on muna tayo, no? Punta tayo dun sa ating 18 and 19 naman. Therefore, 18, process by which water-saturated soil sediment temporarily lose strength and access of fluid. Is it A, consolidation, B, plasticity, C, settlement, or is it D, liquefaction? Answer here is D, liquefaction. Okay? Yan. Okay. 19, volume change in saturated soil caused by expulsion of more water from loading. Is it A, initial consolidation, B, primary consolidation, C, secondary consolidation, or D, none of the above? Answer is letter B, primary consolidation. Okay? So, tandaan yung difference ng dalawa. Pag sinabing primary consolidation, expulsion of pore water from loading yan. Okay? Yan. Yung pag-squeeze out ng water due to the loading sa foundation mo. Pag secondary consolidation, tandaan dito, ang keyword mo, hindi lang siya expulsion ng pore water. Kasama na dito, this is the deformation of grains. Okay? So, kumbaga, pag nadudurog na yung grains sa soil natin, secondary consolidation. Okay? While si initial consolidation, yan, initial settlement yan or initial consolidation sa lupa natin, okay? Immediate settlement ito ng lupa natin. Okay? So, yan naman yung keyword. Ang negative skin friction and piles, A is caused due to relative settlement, B is caused in soft clays, C decreases the pile capacity, or is it D, all of the above? Okay? And the answer here is all of the above. So, explain natin ano ba yung negative skin friction, no? Wala ba tayo dito parang ballpen? Ballpen. Ito. So, imagine mo, class, ito yung file mo, no? Okay, so ito yung file mo. Which, pag sinabi natin skin friction sa files, again, yun yung adhesion ng file mo. Kumbaga, yun yung kapit ng file mo sa lupa, no? Na naka-surround sa kanya, no? Na, yan, di ba? Ito yung file mo. Kahit anong tulak mo ngayon sa file mo, since nakakapit yung soil natin sa kanya, eh hindi siya gumagalaw, di ba? Nare-resist na yung loading mo, okay? Pero, what if, yung file, kinakapitan ng clay, kinakapitan ng lupa, kaso yung lupa na yon nag-settle. What will happen? No? Mag-settle yung file mo. Okay? Kung nagse-settle siya, habang nakakapit, ano nangyayari sa pile natin? Yung pile mo nahihila pababa, no? Ayun yung tinatawag nating negative skin friction. Yun yung nakalagay dito sa choices. It is due to settlement ng soil, no? Okay? And upon setting, it decreases your pile capacity. And usually, ang settlement kasi nangyayari yan sa soft clay. Okay? And also, I think napapansin nyo naman, no, na actually, last set pa lang, di ba? Kadalasan po, yes po, for our terms for Geo, if ever, halimbawa, hindi mo alam, pero sa dulo, nabasa mo all of the above, pinakamagandang isagot, all of the above. Okay? Yan. So, pwedeng yun yung gawin mo. If ever di mo talaga alam, no? Sa question. Okay? Yan. Madalas yan, no? For our sets. Okay? Sir, dun po sa confined aquifer na problem, alin po yung thickness and width? Pahintay na lang po, lagay ko na lang siya sa set 3 natin. Okay? May 0.5 po sa dulo. Yung 0.5 is ano, si Casey yun, no? Ay? Yun. Yung sa with regards to 'pag hindi 100% efficient, so talagang baliktaran 'yan, 'no? So you have to try both, 'no? So puwedeng 0.7, individual over group ka, puwede rin siyang group over individual. So talagang parehas, available yung solution na 'yan, okey? Okey? Sige. Balikan natin yung blind item natin, 'no? Sino? Siyempre sino pa ba, 'di ba? Ayun, 'yan. Pero ang tanong, bakit, 'no? Bakit? Bakit kaya class, 'no? Bakit namamaga? Kitang-kita mo, titingnan natin, nasaan ba yung zoom dito? 'Di ba? 'Wag kang maga-class, 'di ba? Kitang-kita naman, 'no? But anyway, ang tanong is bakit, 'no? Sige, last question. Okey, last question tayo. 21, decrease in water content results in reduction of volume of soil in A, liquid state, B, plastic state, C, semi-solid state, or letter D, all of these. Okay? Yan. Okay? Okay. By the way, hindi ko pala nabanggit kanina, no? Sino dito yung so far na itanong na in the board exam? Lumabas na in the board exam? Okay? So ito, lumabas na to. Okay? Yan. And ito. Okay? Okay? So ito naman kasama lang dun sa reference, no? Nandun din siya. Okay? Sige. 21. A decrease in water content results in reduction of volume of soil. Is it A, liquid state, B, plastic state, C, semi-solid state, or D, all of these? Ano sabi kanina? Kapag po may all of the above sa choices, pinakamalaking sagot, pinakamadalas na sagot, all of the above. Ang kaso, ano to? All of these. All of these nakalagay. Kung ganun, anong sagot ngayon, no? Sagot pa rin is all of these. Yan pa rin. Okay? 22. Water content in soil sample when it continues to lose weight without losing volume is called A, shrinkage limit, B, plastic limit, C, liquid limit, or D, semi-solid limit. Answer is letter A, shrinkage limit. Okay? Yan. So, actually, nandito yan sa binanggit ko, no? Dun sa graph natin dati. Yan, pakicopy na lang yung graph ulit, no? Again, with regards to the 3, okay? Yan. Ito yung SL mo, okay? Ito yung TL mo, at ito yung LL mo. Di ba? Plus, what happens to volume of soil as your omega increases. Tingnan, lagyan natin dito si omega, nandito si volume. Okay? Nakita naman na nag-change po ang volume habang nag-change ang omega, saan po? Yun yung nakalagay dito. Okay? Ito yung solid, ito yung semi, ito yung plastic, at ito yung liquid state. Nakitang-kita, doon sa tatlo, may volume change ba pagka nag-change ang water content? Yes. So, all of these. Okay? Ang wala lang, ang hindi lang nag-change pag solid state ka. Okay? So, sa liquid, plastic, semi-solid state, meron. Okay? Now, dito naman, again, sa SL, diyan nangyayari yung pagiging constant ng volume natin. Okay? Yan. Without losing the volume, kailan po magsimula? SL, pababa. Naintindihan. Okay? That is your answer for question 22. Okay? Sige po. Okay? Last question. Erase ko ha. Pakicopy po. Okay, last question tayo. At 23, the admixture of coarser particles like sand or silt to clay causes A, decrease in liquid limit and increase in plastic limit. B, decrease in liquid limit and no change in plasticity index. C, decrease in liquid limit and plasticity index. Or is it D, increase in both liquid limit and plasticity index? Okay? Alright? Yeah. Answer is letter C, no? Decreases in both liquid limit and plasticity index. Okay? Na class, take note, number 23 is actual board exam question. Okay? Yeah. So ito na tanong na to. Actually, April to, last board exam, April 2024. Okay? Okay po. Okay? Yeah, any questions sa lecture natin, class? Sir, bakit po? Ayan. Sige class, no? Sige. Bakit nga ba, no? Tuloy ko na sa dulo, no? Sige class, I think wala naman ang question, no? Sir, hindi ba nag-increase admixture ang PL at LL since proportion yung time sa pag-heart? Ano? Soil ang pinag-usapan natin at ang inad mo is not admixture. Ay, naghalo-halo na yung topic mo. Soil lang to. Inad mo lang daw ay silt at clay. Hindi siya admixture, no? Ay, yes, admixture yung sinabi, pero basically, adding, di ba? Palitan mo, but yun lang yung ginaming salita, di ba? Naglagay ka lang daw ng sand, ng silt, ano mangyayari? And it will decrease liquid limit and plasticity index, okay? Yan. Okay. Ay, sige. So, ang sagot dyan, sino kasi yung kasama ka? Yan. Sige, bye class. Yan. Bye class. Ingat po sa pag-uwi, no? Yan. See you next time.
What up? If you want me to take you to another level, just holler at you for it. Right now, I'm gonna take you for a ride. Feel me? Just listen. Baby, it's late. Can you take me home? Bring me somewhere we can be alone. Cause you know I'm a little tipsy. Light me up and baby kiss me. Come and baby do it quickly. I don't wanna talk so keep my mouth busy, little busy. I feel like burning. You're who I'm yearning. I'm ready for fiction. Sparks, fly. Up high. Baby, make me feel like I never felt before. Be close by your side. Baby, never let me go through the night. Here's how I open my eyes. Baby, kiss me from my nose down to my mind.
Baby, come here and I'll make you see. Take you to a place where we can be free. Boy, put me on fire. Come on, baby, take me higher and fulfill my desire. Don't talk, just give it a try. Blow my mind.